All righty, Grace, thank you. Well, time now is 11:47, and we're gonna be answering your legal questions. So be sure to call us now, 256-536-0077. Michael Timberlake with Timberlake and League and Brooks is here, joining us to help us answer our questions. So good morning, Michael. It's good to see you.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us. So we're going to talk about car accidents caused by medical emergencies this morning.
Right. There's one thing, to have somebody be careless or run a red light or something like that and cause a wreck. It's a different thing in the eyes of the law if somebody has a medical emergency that results in a car wreck. Sometimes we see this with people that are epileptics, or sometimes people just have, sudden medical emergencies that come into play. And in general, these can, create issues when you're determining who is at fault for a car wreck. If someone has an unexpected unknown medical emergency, it is a defense to causing a collision with another vehicle. So you may not be able to hold that person responsible if they did not have reason to know that they were going to have a sudden medical emergency. We see this, with people that are that have diabetics or people that have epilepsy. You can look at these situations. If they have a seizure, they have some kind of diabetic sugar issue that causes a wreck. The question is whether those are known, and you have to demonstrate that this is a situation that they knew or should have known was going to cause a problem, and that they basically ignored it. So a lot of times that can create a substantial defense in a car wreck case.
You mentioned them possibly ignoring the issue. That's a very interesting take. Can you talk a bit more about that?
Yeah, if somebody obviously has a medical health problem that they don't seek treatment for and they're not under treatment, or that they don't follow their doctor's orders for their medication, then they are going to be held liable for the consequences of that, which would include a sudden medical emergency when you're driving. If it's something that somebody's got a condition that's managed, they take their medication on a normal basis, and as directed by the doctor, they wouldn't foresee that this would be a problem, and under those circumstances, they may have a valid defense to this kind of problem.
All right, we've got a man named John. He's online. He's asking about reckless driving laws. So,
all right, what's your question, John?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. I was discussing with my teenagers that I thought I remembered from the driver's license manuals in the 80s that anything over 85 was automatically reckless driving. But they had some doubts about that, and I downloaded the newest Alabama driver's license manual, and it didn't say anything about that. So I wanted to see if that rule has kind of gone away, or what the definition of reckless driving is in Alabama as far as speed.
Right. They can have reckless driving can be a number of things. It can be that you're operating your vehicle in excessive speed. You're operating it erratically. You're putting following too close, changing lanes, that type of thing. So you can be cited for reckless for a lot of reasons. In general, as far as I recollect, there was a 20-mile-an-hour law that said if you're 20 miles an hour over the setting speed limit, then it is automatically going to be reckless driving or aggravated speeding. So they may have changed kind of the terminology a little bit. So instead of just normal speeding, you go to aggravated speeding, which is essentially the same thing as reckless driving in Alabama, but it's usually 20 miles an hour over the posted speed limit. In some states, there are felony laws for speeding. I know in Illinois, there's a felony speeding law that if you're over you're driving over 105 miles an hour and you get a ticket, then it's a potential felony, which is over a year in jail.
Yeah. Well, I think you made a good point, though. A lot of people don't realize that reckless driving means more than just driving fast. You could be swerving, you could be going all over the road like that. So yeah, I think that was a very good point to bring up.
And it's it's up to the discretion of the police officer. If he thinks you're operating reckless and can testify to that, then you're more than likely going to have to pay the ticket.
Gotcha. Well, thank you, Michael. We appreciate your time. And of course, there's y'all's blog that you have. Y'all have got more updates on that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to our website, www.law-injury.com, and we've got a blog. It's got a lot of answers to these questions.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great day.